when they're setting up for the hip thrust is their shoulder placement. You want your shoulder blades to rest on the edge or the middle of the bench. What I see is that a lot of people like to put almost their entire back on the bench. And now, when you use the weight, you're not getting a full range of motion. Go down. There's no full range of motion. You're not really activating your glutes. It's more of a back exercise now. So another common mistake that people make is hyperextension of your lower back. Bringing the glutes all the way up to where now it's unnatural. It's not a natural form or a natural alignment. You will have a lower back injury if you do this, almost guaranteed. So, I mean, I don't want her to do it, but we won't use any weight for this one. Right, hyperextend, and she's not even driving all the way down. Okay. So another common error that a lot of people tend to make when they're doing the hip thrust is their body English. Jazz, she can perform this exercise where now you're using too much momentum to drive your hips up. So, are you really activating your glutes? No. Not really. It's giving.
Keep that.
It's giving. Rockabye baby, rock your hips. It's a lot going on here. With this exercise, especially if you're using heavy weight, the rocking is not going to be beneficial to you or even to your glutes as you perform this exercise. So I always say slow and steady contracts the muscle. Last but not least is the foot placement for the hip thrust. If you bring your feet closer in, this is completely incorrect. Now Jazz is putting more pressure on her feet when in reality the hip thrust is supposed to be, you're supposed to apply pressure to your heels or drive from your heels. And now she's getting more of a quadricep exercise rather than a glute exercise. Now too far out. So Jazz is gonna place her feet further out, a little bit more than a 45-degree angle. And now she's slipping. Her feet are slipping. Especially if you have heavy weight, the bench could slip, and now you could have an injury. So that's why it's so important to have good form and make sure that your feet and your hips align with the 45-degree